So you're back on with Shishi, and we were discussing the natural hair and relationships. Has it had a negative effect or positive effect? I have to close the show out in a few minutes because I'm on the 30-minute segment. But we're gonna come back and we're gonna do part two of this, and there's more to this audio, the audio blog part. This is my audio blog slash so there's more to this subject. There's another part I want to address, but um I just want to close out the show today with an advice question, which I was looking at and I found it hilarious because we were just talking about this. The question is, help. I cut my hair down to about 2 inches. I hate it and my husband hates it. What can I do to help it grow and not look crazy? It has to be a style I can do myself and I cannot do weaves. So today I'm going to close the show out with this advice question because I thought it was very it's interesting that I got this email and we were just talking about all the whole different hairstyles. So, my tips, I am natural. I've been natural for almost 2 years. I was natural for a year and a half. I didn't know what to do with it. I cut it all off and I started fresh. So, I'm natural for almost 2 years. I did crochet. My go to styles was crochet braids, twists, and I used to wear the wigs, but I'm telling you, don't do the whole wig thing because the wig will take out your hair, especially ones with the comb pieces on the side or the bands. What I recommend if you want to do like a wig, I recommend like getting maybe a unit and a closure. That way you can cornrow your hair under, stitch the stitch the unit right around the edges and add your closure. And that's really quick to do. They have a whole bunch of YouTube videos on how to do those, and they seem pretty easy. I haven't done that yet, but I think that might be one of my styles. But it looks fairly easy. Also, the crochet, they have lots of videos on YouTube about with the crochet, and you can use. There's so many options with the crochet. You can actually crochet braids, actual braids. You can do like I use the water wave hair because I love the curl pattern to it. They have the Marley hair, the Afro hair, the all kinds of different hair types that you can use to do the crochet. Because the crochet is very versatile and it's an excellent protective style. Braids. I hate braids, but sometimes during certain seasons I'll throw braids in. And what I do is I don't use any, like, to me, the products and being a product junkie is just pointless to me. But depending on how you wear your hair, if you wear your hair out and about, I'd probably be a product junkie too. But I'm still in this growing it out phase and keeping it protective because of the season. And it's starting to get cold, so I'm keeping the protective styles. But what I do, I just spray water. I use a little bit of water. Sometimes I'll oil my braids if I have like synthetic individuals, but for the most part, my crochet braids, they get sprayed, and I don't keep them in that long, a month, and then I'll do a really good wash, deep conditioning. I don't recommend getting any type. I recommend the wig units because these is a lot of disasters going on with these weaves and fungus and all that other stuff. How someone keeps a weave in their hair for 6 months and beyond that without washing it is beyond me. And I also don't think that you can wash it really good if you have a weave in. So I would recommend one of the U-part units. I believe you can just stitch it around the edges, stitch your clothes in right over your cornrows, and you have a new style. You have a protective style. And if you want it out next week, you can just take it out, wash it, get a new unit, and redo it. Um, like I said, the crochet too, those are very easy to do. Go on YouTube. I was thinking about doing a tutorial, but there's so many tutorials out there. At first I was like able to come up with a technique to get the closure right so it could look really natural. But I see a lot of people are doing that too, so it shouldn't be easy. It shouldn't be hard for you to find a YouTube video, a good tutorial that will show you how to have some nice crochet braids and a different type of hair. And you can also use a straight can of Colin hair. There's just a lot of options with crochet and keeping your hair in the protective style. I'm gonna have to close the show out now, but being I only have 30 minutes, I want to go back. We're gonna part two of the natural hair thing tomorrow, the hair saga. So if you want me to answer a question on there, you have a question, comment, feel free. Even if it's hate mail, feel free to send it. That might just be on air too. Also, if you want some music played, send it to me at shishikouture@gmail.com. SHESHEKOUTURE @gmail.com. Send those. Send it through SendSpace or something like that because it'll be easier for me to get the file. File may be too large for me to get through my email. But anyway, send everything, your music, your comments, your questions, your hate mail, your support mail. you're disagreeing. Whatever you need, send it to Shishi Couture. And when we come back tomorrow, we're going to finish this part 2 of natural hair. And then we're going to move on from this because I'm not going to make this a long, drawn out topic. We're going to talk about it and we're going to move on from it. So I'm glad you were here today. You're on with Shishi. Until next time.